is in this age where she does know social media exists, and she has exploited it to her advantage. And so when you take that into consideration, that means you're mindful of the imagery and the perception that you're assisting in creating about your...
Angel Reese was completely destroyed by Stephen A. Smith after her most recent behavior damaged her reputation, and perhaps the league is hanging by a thread, but she is aware of this social media and is not a moron. Angel has done it once more, and this time there has been a lot of negative reaction. She first chose to start the year by turning Instagram into a circus, demonstrating that she will stop at nothing to get a few likes and headlines.
Like that, and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that, that can be problematic for you.
As if that weren't enough, she then had a total meltdown in her first unmatched game. Isn't this the same girl who brashly asserted that people were watching her? She certainly gave them something to watch. Her fans, still in shock over her New Year's stunt, had to endure yet another disappointment after her team lost and her performance was garbage. Not only did Angel lose the game, but she also caused her team to disintegrate. What a catastrophe.
Deleted her Instagram, and that's the most important part about all of this, because clearly she's uncomfortable with some of the backlash that she's getting because she deleted her Instagram.
Angel Reese just pulled off one of the most spectacular New Year's disasters you'll ever see. Rather than entering 2025 with any dignity at all, she chose to post a shocking image of herself on Instagram, complete with provocative poses, a screaming cry for attention, and a barely there dress that backfired in ways she obviously didn't expect.
But she came under some scrutiny around New Year's Eve because she shared a post on her Instagram. You know, she's had a stellar season. This is the video that is actually still on her TikTok. And she got some pretty serious pushback after sharing this. And
ignore the festivities. The internet didn't hesitate to deliver the roast of the century after this PR nightmare was served on a silver platter. Enter Stephen A. Smith, who completely destroyed her with a verbal assault so severe that it may go down in history as the ideal reality check.
Here's the part that I like about the backlash. Clearly, it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash and provoking the backlash.
Angel Reese, a young, gifted athlete who has established a strong WNBA brand, thought it would be a great idea to post an outfit with more holes than common sense. Was it brave? Yes. But was it smart? The internet went up in flames, and not in a good way. Fans were disappointed, and even her most devoted fans were left wondering, what were you thinking? It was career suicide in slow motion.
Especially when the comparison is going to be drawn to Caitlin Clark, who isn't doing such things. That might not be fair. I'm not saying it is. And you certainly have the right to dress how you want and to do what you want and to live your life. But people have a right to have their opinions about what you put on display.
Then she became anxious. Companies don't want to be linked to chaos. So if you need a blueprint for ruining your financial future, Angel Reese deleted her Instagram account overnight, nuking her 5 million followers, 5 million eyes gone, and $1.8 million in endorsement deals with brands like Reebok, Beats by Dre, and Amazon. Eliminating that Instagram account was like adding gasoline to a fire that was already raging, and Reese simply delivered it to you on a gold platter.
My daughters are fully aware. Daddy had better damn well not see an outfit like that on social media. Now, I ain't judging Angel Reese. Live your life. I'm talking about my daughters.
Right.
I promise you. I better not see that. Hey, they could be in college in LA, in Boston, or anywhere in between. Daddy will drop the mic, hop in the car, on the plane, or wherever. That ain't gonna happen. You said, I'm not having it. That's me.
In addition to criticizing Reese, Stephen A. Smith described her as smart but irresponsible, which is, in all honesty, the kindest way to say you messed it. How can someone who is so adept at using social media make such a big mistake? Reese, you're not new here. You've been scrutinized before and have spoken about the animosity of being in the spotlight, so I walk right into the lion's den. Smith was merciless in exposing the obvious hypocrisy of using provocative posts to get attention and then claiming that the attention isn't what you wanted.
I am not trying to say that she should be criticized or she is wrong. What I'm saying is by pulling it down, clearly you felt there was something wrong with it.
Additionally, Angel Reese's career is haunted by the name Caitlin Clark, who is breaking records, winning awards, and making headlines for her accomplishments rather than her social media stunts, while Reese is occupied with removing posts. Clark is out here mingling with legends, delivering keynote addresses, and making gestures that shout, "Future Hall of Famer."
What's not debatable is the fact that Caitlin Clark has handled her branding extremely well. Whereas with Angel Reese, sometimes you find yourself scratching your head and wondering what the hell she's doing. Like that photo right there.
Caitlin Clark is teaching a masterclass on how to be a successful athlete without getting involved in drama. She is not just a basketball player, she is an expert at the game and treats it like her own playground. Rookie of the Year finalist, yet did that MVP clearly, the contender won the Athlete of the Year award. When she's not smashing records, she's shattering preconceptions by giving inspirational speeches at women's forums, hanging out on podcasts with sports legends like Jason and Travis Kelce, or working out hard with her new head coach, Stephanie White.
It might have been a right or wrong decision depending on what she feels or what other people feel. I'm just saying that what's inescapable is that it's going, even though she's not Caitlin Clark, she's going to be reminded she's not Caitlin Clark with every good thing that Caitlin Clark does, because that was her number one number.
Let's turn the coin now and examine Angel. While Caitlin is out there inspiring the next generation and establishing the benchmark, Reese is occupied with transforming her profession into a play. Her talent on the court has been overshadowed by social media antics and drama, rather than her prowess at grabbing rebounds or her high basketball IQ. For all the wrong reasons, she is creating headlines. It was best expressed by Stephen A. Smith. Reese's name will always be associated with Clark's, but not because she is a competitor. Rather, it is a warning, because Clark's brand exudes professionalism. ISM Reese's situation is becoming more and more like a slow-motion catastrophe, and let's not even discuss her recent performance, or lack thereof, in the first unmatched game, which was her opportunity to prove to the world that she is more than just the hype, that she is a leader on the court. Instead, she fumbled harder than a rookie quarterback. She did pull down a few rebounds when under pressure, but her shooting was terrible, and her team, the Rose Basketball Club, was completely destroyed. The Vinyl basketball team, led by Ryan Howard, scored an incredible 33 points, while Reese could only muster a pitiful 10. Reese had the chance to silence her detractors during that game, but instead she gave them a megaphone. The truth is, Angel, your reputation is important, and professional sports are cruel. With $1.8 million in endorsements hanging by a thread, Reese is making it far too easy for people to question her priorities. Her reputation is currently in a complete collapse with no signs of recovery. She is not just being negligent, she is being reckless. Companies like Amazon and Reebok Beats by Dre don't want to be associated with controversy, and Reese is giving them every reason to reconsider their collaborations. She seems to be adopting Kyrie Irving's strategy for losing endorsements. Those million-dollar deals will disappear more quickly than her Instagram account if she doesn't get herself together.
Well, we have to remember one thing. She's not Caitlin Clark. And we can't ask her to be anyone else besides herself. And especially not right here. We're not going to do that. We want you to be you. We love seeing the great parts of your journey. But we also have to remember she's 22 years old.
While Reese is preoccupied with losing games and social media followers, Caitlin Clark keeps doing what she does best, winning on and off the court. She's not just setting records. She's setting the standard. Legends and Clark are collaborating to create a brand that combines talent and honesty in equal measure. Let's face it, her professionalism and dedication make Reese's antics seem even more absurd. She's out here working out with her head coach, going to award presentations, and giving speeches that truly matter. After that unmatched game fiasco, Reese's confidence, which may have been charming in small doses, is drifting dangerously close to illusion. Instead of acting untouchable, she should be in the gym reevaluating everything. Stephen A. Smith's critique wasn't just harsh, it was a wake-up call. If Ree doesn't decide what type of legacy she wants to leave, the world will just remember her as a footnote in Caitlin Clark's story, which is something she sorely needed.
We understand that everybody's got their own taste, their own flavor, and certainly their own rights. But there are other people that's going to exercise their rights to be ultra critical about it. And then I'm not even talking about the outfit that Angel Reese has worn. I'm talking about the overall pressure of having to be compared as a brand to somebody who's conducting their branding with near perfection.
There is no greater contrast between these two. Angel Reese is a warning tale in the making that in professional athletics, deeds speak louder than words or Instagram posts, while Caitlin Clark is the model for handling fame and responsibilities. Reese must acknowledge that everyone is watching, analyzing, and judging everything she does. She faces off against Clark not only on the court, but also in the arena of public opinion.
You could be in a nice dress, you could be on a red carpet, you could be on the beach on vacation or whatever. What you post is what they're paying attention to because they're trying to measure what your intentions are based off of what they see.
Let's discuss legacy, since she is currently on the verge of becoming obsolete and could be remembered for all the wrong reasons. If she doesn't make the necessary corrections right away, the New Year's Eve incident could define her career. It wasn't just a mistake. Steph Smith's criticism wasn't only critical, it was also essential. Right now, the latter is winning, but it doesn't look good. Reese needs to decide what she wants to be known for: basketball greatness or being the girl who destroyed her own career over Instagram clout. If Reese doesn't start making better decisions, her career will crash and burn rather than plateau. Stephen A. Smith's words were more than just a critique. They were a reality check whether Reese is regarded as a basketball legend or as a warning about the perils of pursuing influence at this time will depend on her next action. She has the option, but time is running out.